Join me this week as I head south on the Grand Union Canal. I get very confused by some narrow locks.
There's some instructions written on the board over there. I should have read them first, otherwise it's overflowing. I know you flooded it.
And get an extremely poorly surprised visitor. Good morning. So this is my first time filming a new video in ages, so I'm probably a little bit rusty. Yesterday was when all of the hacking was going on. I shared a little update. We've still at this moment not got our Danni Joe Instagram back or Danny's personal Facebook back, and I'm still using Danny's account to try and get verification codes from all of her friends' Facebook accounts. It's a bit of a nightmare really. But yeah, reset everything password wise that I can think of, so hopefully the YouTube channel's still alright. But literally they've been messaging our friends this morning early AM, and they started yesterday early AM, so over 24 hours now. So last week, as I mentioned briefly in the update video, I actually spent a week at baking school with Richard Burtonay. A joint present from Danny and my parents. Had an amazing week. It was his book that first got me into baking. Danny bought it from a charity shop years ago now, I think during lockdown, maybe a bit before lockdown. Oh my God. And yeah, just great to meet him. It was a class of 12 of us. Yeah, baked everything from baguettes to... Okay, no, I'm not caffeinated yet. Had a lovely lunch together every day, breakfast before we start, glass of wine and stuff. It was an amazing present. I'm just adjusting to my little gas oven back here at the minute. That's a sourdough I made yesterday. But yeah, I had like some professional ovens in there, huge ones, and then also some home ovens just to try and teach people what they'll most likely be using back at home. But obviously we've got a gas oven and it's a little bit different, so that's why there's a bit of a gap in videos, because I went straight basically from Jersey, came back here to the boat, checked the boat was okay for literally an hour, and then I was straight back to Somerset ready to start my course Monday through to Friday. I was hoping to be able to edit in the evenings back at my parents', but yeah, after baking all day, eating, drinking wine all day, that's a bit of a stretch if I'm drinking wine all day, but a couple of glasses of wine with lunch, it was, yeah, it made me quite tired. So the plan of action now is, well, I'm actually facing back south where we came from, heading back towards Aylesbury, ready to take the boat in for blacking finally. We had that stoppage crop up, which sort of threw us off a bit. I think it put us back by over a month. The stoppage was only less than a week, but they told us it was going to be a month, so we sort of arranged our plans differently. The boat should have been blacked by now. So I'm going to head back that way. I think we've got a few locks to do on the Grand Union, and then we turn off onto the Aylesbury arm, which then becomes a narrow gauge canal. So I'll be doing my first narrow locks. I think we put them in a video before. Yeah, literally just one narrowboat width, which a lot of the Midlands have actually got narrow locks. They're obviously a lot cheaper and easier to build, and they just didn't have the traffic of the wider barges going through. Spicy.
Done about 3 locks so far. I nearly came past this water point. Forgot it was here. I thought the next one was going to be on the Aylesbury junction, but fortunately I'm nearly out of water, and yeah, water point is. Going to put the washing machine on now. Let that fill up. Just found somewhere to moor for the night. Going to carry on, do a few more locks tomorrow. I was going to carry on a little bit further, but having the water point there meant I could put the clothes wash on and have a wash. Going to do beer of the week, but I'm going to take it steady. This is still a bloody strong beer, 6.9%, but it's one out of my book. Beer, Taste the Revolution, Evolution in 50 styles. This one's in here under Reinventing the IPA. This is Stone IPA. I think it's from California. It's a little write up on it. A classic West Coast IPA, this beer is all about bracing, bitterness and bold hop character. While this wasn't necessarily the first modern IPA, I picked it because the former brewmaster at Stone, Mitch Steele, has literally written the book on IPA, so he knows his style and all its rich history inside and out. Looks like a can of Monster Energy. It's not the best can, to be honest, but... This was also in the massive Asda in Milton Keynes. I don't know if it's in every Asda, but I'm guessing because Asda's owned by Walmart, I sort of got a few different American beers in there. Considering the can's crap, that's good beer. The iconic West Coast style IPA. This is the IPA that put us on the map. Long before IPAs were craft brewing's most prominent beer style, this beer was in our lineup. Distinguished by bright hop fruitiness, piney vibrancy and tantalising bitterness, Stone IPA stood tall as the epitome of the West Coast style IPA since 1997. Stone IPA has inspired countless others, including all of our myriad of IPAs, double IPAs and triple IPAs that have collectively earned our reputation as one of the most passionate and artful hop-driven breweries on the planet. Right, that's beer of the week survived. Now, time for an update on our veg garden. It's looking good. Appropriate footwear. Look at this. Now, here we have, I think this is the row of plants that Danny put in, which just help everything grow. I can't remember what we did here. Where's her plant? She's got planters somewhere. Oh yeah.
Trying to find your dinner, are you?
Got radishes, I think.
Oh, there's things here.
Spring onions. Radishes. Oh, onions. These are the row of plants. I can't remember what... Oh, these were going to be courgettes, but they haven't really grown too much. I'm going to pull some radishes. I'm going to pull some radishes up because they are ready. Let me show you first. Right, how are we going to get these out?
Come on, little radish.
You get a lot of plant for how small the radish is. Maybe could have done a bit longer, but we'll get some more in growing shortly. Some good radishes here. Just going to see if I can do anything with the greens, because a lot of greens you can either make into pasta sauces or like spinach equivalents. Radish. Oh, Danny's literally just texted me you can eat the tops as well. Let's have a look at some recipes. Oh, we'll make a pesto. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Slice. Can be a bit peppery for me sometimes. A little bit strong. Oh. Good morning, Buckinghamshire. So yesterday I filmed an update to our hacking scandal. I'll pop that in now. I had quite the exciting evening last night. One of our friends, James, the weekend skier, go and check him out on Instagram and TikTok if you're into skiing, just gave me one final push to try and rescue the Instagram account. And basically hidden within the depths of your security settings and stuff, you can actually get facial recognition and regain access to your account. It's a bit of a sort of matter of time once you send the request, because the hackers are going to get a notification. But I managed to get the account back, kick them out. They still were trying to log back in at like 1:30 this morning, and they still had access to our Facebook messages. So I think I've booted them out of that as well. So yeah, Instagram's back up and running. I've also just seen, though, the cheek of it, someone's actually set up a fake Danni and Joe. This is completely separate. Someone set up a fake Danni and Joe Facebook page and uploaded loads of our videos to it. So I've reported that. They're based in India. I did a bit of digging. I'll put a screenshot of that particular account. It looks just like our Instagram and YouTube channel, but the profile picture is different to our actual Facebook. Our actual Facebook profile, our legit one, has got Danni and Joe logo. This one, they've used our picture of me and Danny. I think I've got a blue t-shirt on. Yeah, cheek of it. So I've reported that as well. That's completely separate. Yeah, what an absolute nightmare, but quite flattering that someone wants to steal all of our videos and photos. But yeah, just a word of warning, we will never share links for you to invest in crypto, or don't believe that we bought a G-Wagon, anything like that. Please just, yeah, double think if we ever get hacked again, would they actually share crypto? If it sounds dodgy, it probably is. Yeah. Then I spent a good couple of hours trying to get back into Danny's personal Facebook. I managed to get back in, and then I got kicked straight back out, and now they've removed both email address and phone number. So it's like, until it gets properly reported and Facebook do something, that's lost. It was quite a nice day, so I ended up cleaning my bike out on the stern. I haven't cleaned it since went along some really filthy towpaths. There's like grit all in the chains. That's really not good. Then met a lovely couple called Patty and Martin. They've moved over from Texas. After watching a few of our videos, I don't know if we're solely responsible, but they ended up selling everything up in Texas and having a wide beam built, and they've moved over permanently. They're can't remember how far up they're going, but yeah, lovely wide beam they've had made. Martin's like 6'7", so he wouldn't fit on most narrow boats. It's quite a Texas thing, not being able to fit on most boats. So yeah, they had extra high ceiling put in basically. They're actually over on Instagram if you want to go and check them out. It's narrowboat_bluebottle. I'll put a little link here. I think they might start a channel at some point. And then yesterday evening, about 11 o'clock, I was up a little bit later than I should have been anyway. I had a couple of beers. Heard some noises along the outside of the boat, which is pretty common. Normally it's ducks or swans just nibbling at all the algae along the base plate. So I went out because it was quite loud. It's a little bit different noise than normal. Went outside with my torch. Couldn't see anything. I could hear some noises, but I shone all the way around the boat. Couldn't see anything. Came back in, and then within a couple of minutes, same noises but a little bit louder. So I rushed out. Had my phone camera on with the flash on. I thought it was going to be like maybe an otter. Got up close, seemed like it was definitely a mammal. Got up close, took me a few seconds. Hello. I was like, shit, that's a baby fox. I didn't know if he was going to bite me or not. So I met Danni had this fishing net that she bought to try and rescue her iPhone a few months back. So I managed to get the fox out with the net. Thought it might run off, but it was literally just sat there.
Stay there. Stay there. You okay?
So I went and got a towel, brought it inside. It was completely shivering, really shivering. I actually thought it was going to die, to be honest. But then sat with it for about an hour. I put the diesel heater on full blast, sat with it, wrapped up. Gradually the eyes started opening and becoming a bit brighter. And yeah, sat up, moved away from the diesel heater, just sat on the sofa, and then gradually the fox just bloody sort of started walking about. And then that's when I realised, like, I've literally got a wild fox in my boat. Now how on earth am I going to get this out? It was actually more scared than anything, to be honest. It sat up in the corner by the bed. I left a little pork pie, tried to give it some milk, didn't really want to know, and then I just left the doors open, put a plank out just so it could get off safely, and basically after a couple of minutes it sort of walked out, jumped off and buggered off into the night. So yeah, one baby fox rescued. Sorry to any local chicken farmers, but yeah, that one lived to tell the tale. Today though, we are on the move. Spent the day yesterday basically, like I said, just doing some computer work and fixing a bike. Lovely day out for cruising, but unfortunately it's Saturday. I don't really like moving on Saturdays because it's when it's busiest. Got about 6 locks to do until we get to the entrance of the Aylesbury Arm. They're all locks that I've done and filmed before, so I might fast track it a little bit. But yeah, maybe get onto the Aylesbury Arm today, which would be fun. Cheers to Mrs. Fox as well. Fantastic Mrs. Fox. Or cutie. I was half tempted, well not half tempted, I was hoping that maybe it would become really tame within the space of an hour and it would want to live on the boat, but it didn't happen. And we wouldn't be very welcome at many pubs in Somerset, unfortunately.
Nothing is really what it seems anyway. Now little by little, in the twilight's gentle flow, in the dance of fading light we grow. get fooled by anyone so easily. I'm lost. You say you're tired, so am I. But without you, I'm lost. I'm lost. Yeah, we can walk on water while the boats are leaking. Soon the walls will be giving in. Anytime now, anytime now. Another shrug of the shoulders. I guess I'll be walking home in the rain. I lost you, but then you were mine again.
Just shared quite a few locks with a chap who's heading up the flight now. I'm literally just around the corner from the Aylesbury arm, so I'm going to go do the lock now. Looks like it's a staircase one. I get very confused. I need to come in the lock first.
How big's your boat?
50.
50? Nice.
Been on that long? Is it yours? Is it? Or?
Yeah, probably about 3 years.
Continuous cruising? Or
Yeah.
Yeah? How's that work out? Is it alright?
It's not too bad. We've been in a marina for a little bit before.
Yeah.
Obviously, you get like a bit used to your home comforts and stuff,
Yeah.
but it's nice. We started off in near Bristol originally, and then been in around central London over winter, and then just heading down to the dry dock, getting painted underneath, and then we're heading Midlands anything.
Very nice. What's her name?
Lady Penny Bun.
Lady Penny.
Bun after the mushroom, like a set.
Oh,
Yay!
nice. Yay, we got a mushroom.
There's some instructions written on the board over there. I should have read them first, but these are the only staircase locks on the Grand Union Canal or something. Basically supposed to make sure the bottom one's empty first, otherwise it's overflowing. I know you flooded it. Pigeon's been following me for a while now. I think it's a racing pigeon. He just keeps trying to get in the water. Don't know if that's controversial or not, but I don't find single locks any easier. Maybe it's because I'm single-handed, but it's just as awkward. Wow. Look at that sky. The plan was to cook the radishes and do something else with them, but I've just seen 4-minute cycle away. It's a lovely pub, and the first on Google Maps says the best pub in the world, 4.7 out of 5. And their menu from 6 years ago, you get main meals with chips, coleslaw for £8.75. So I might go and get some lunch there. Good morning. Woke up last night, well this morning about 2-3 o'clock. Thought the boat was sinking. But basically the water level's dropped quite a bit. And we're on a bit of a ledge. Water level should be up near where the silver is. That's all algae, so the water level should be there. You can see the floor. I tried to put the plank down to keep us away from the edge. Don't know if to go and let some water down through this lock and check that lock's not empty first. That boat's just going through at the minute. He said this is the only pound that's quite low. So he's hopefully going to let some water through this top lock, but the bottom lock's fine. It's just hopefully we can let some more water down from the top where I come through yesterday. Thought I would have, when I nearly flooded it, I would have helped. I don't think it's me. I hope it's not me. No, because I'll be letting water out, wasn't it? I was letting more water in. So I'm going to have a coffee and see if we can sort this level out. He's literally doing about 1 knot where it's just scraping on the bottom. Just get the paddle up. Got water coming in. Took a while, but the water level's back to normal. I think that's enough excitement for the week, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks so much for watching. Next week I'll be carrying on towards Aylesbury. Thanks to our patrons. See you next week.